Okay, now we are going to study this small activity. You work as a senior advisor to the board of a large listed organization. Now, whenever you read these three words, listed organization or large listed organization, usually listed organizations are the large one. It means what? They are expected to follow corporate governance, either in terms of laws and regulations, which falls under Sarbanes Oxley, or either as a code of practice. They are responsible to contribute towards the corporate social responsibility. They are responsible to take care of all the stakeholders. So this is called what? This is called large listed organization that operates in the construction industry. The services offered range from home building to large civil engineering projects, such as bridge and dams. Now, this nature of industry or this task is highly technical. I would say that highly critical. Such type of organizations are involved in huge financial transactions, and there are number of stakeholders who are involved in these projects, especially the local community. Local community is the one which is always affected by the large construction projects, which includes bridges, dams. So we are developing new roads, especially in the mountainous areas. So large community is also very important here and can be undertaken for central and local government bodies and as well as other profit-making organizations can be undertaken for central and local government bodies as well as other profit-making or companies. All projects are carried out by staff who require formal acceleration by their professional bodies. As part of your work, you have been asked to brief the board about its stakeholders. As part of your work, you have been asked to brief the board about its stakeholders. Now, there are number of stakeholders usually in such type of projects. If it is a government-owned project, then the government is the stakeholder, is they are providing finance. Local community is the stakeholder. Your civil engineers or your workforce is very important stakeholders. And if it is a listed company, then you are using the funds from the shareholders' wealth. So the shareholders are important stakeholders. They are looking for financial gains. Draft a list of stakeholders for the board. Briefly explain the nature of each stakeholder claim. Shareholders are asking for wealth maximization. Employees are asking for job security, and in this case, health and safety. Local community is asking for protection of their environment, and as well as if you are requiring land, they are asking for the appropriate payment so that they will be able to purchase property in other areas, or you need to make some appropriate relocation arrangements for the local community. There could be any pressure groups, so you need to deal with the pressure group. Again, draft a list of the stakeholders. This is one part, and briefly explain the nature of the stakeholders complaint. Most of the students, I observe that they are not even able to understand this gap, that in one part there are two parts, as I told you in the previous question. Professional skill marks are available for demonstrating commercial acumen skills in demonstrating awareness of stakeholders and their claims. Activity 2, stakeholders, tackling the question. The list of the possible answers to the question of who or what is a stakeholder is theoretically endless. Stake basically means interest. Stakeholders are what? Stakeholders are the one who are having interest in the organization, especially as you are not given much detail in the scenario. However, you can infer plenty from the details that you have been given and develop your answer from there. The mark scheme of 6 plus 2 means that you need at least six stakeholders, and then their claims need to have been considered fully enough to merit the two professional marks. Now you need to learn one thing. Most of the time, each mark is relevant with the each point, and each point does not mean that you write just one line. Each point means whatever the point you have started, now you are expected to close your argument, or you will complete your sentence, or you will make sure that you have communicating your knowledge appropriately. How to earn the professional skills marks? Acting with commercial acumen requires you to demonstrate an awareness of wider external factors and to act with perception and insight into a situation. Some of the stakeholders here who are obvious: employees, suppliers, customer, etc., while others such as involuntary stakeholders from the natural world may not be quite so obvious. Coupled with the need to identify stakeholders claim as well. This is not an easy task, but you could be asked for in virtually any situation. So these are the commercial document, basically what a demonstration of awareness of wider external factors to act with the perception and insightful into a situation. Basically, you should mind this, you should remember this word commercial. Commercial means what? Commercial means ultimately financial. So something can affect you commercially or financially. Some of the stakeholders here are obvious: employees, suppliers, and customers, while others, such as involuntary stakeholders from the natural world, may not be quite so obvious. Coupled with the need to identify stakeholders claim as well, this is not an easy task but could be asked for virtually any situation. Suggested situation: the list of stakeholders is likely to include the following with their claims in brackets. First one is shareholders. As I told you that shareholder is the one who is always looking for maximization of their wealth. They are concerned about the return on their investment. Number two, lenders. Lenders are always looking for timely repayment of their loan and as well as their interest payment. So this is their prime interest. Number three is customer. Customer is always asking for the quality project, and they expect from the organization that they will complete the project on due time. Suppliers are the one who will think that you will pay them on time, and suppliers are not only looking for the timely payment, they are always asking for repetition of order, or they are looking for another order. Employees are the one who are asking for the good working conditions. They are focusing on their health and safety, especially safety in this kind of project, and their salary on time, and as well as they are asking for the job security. General public is the one who thinks that, or who asks for no effect on employee. General public is also called what? General public is also called local community. They think that there will be no adverse effects on their day-to-day activities. They will be able to transport from one place to another. Their housing will remain same. This structure will be reliable, and if there is a need of their lands or housing, they will be compensated properly, or they will be relocated properly. Next one is the government. Government is the one who is asking for the timely payment of taxes on the profit. Government expect from the organization that there will be no manipulation about the expenses, and they are always expecting from the private sector organizations that they will contribute towards the economy, and they will provide more jobs to the economy. Next one is professional bodies. Professional bodies are the one who try to make sure that this project is performed as per the quality standards, and company is following the quality control processes or quality standards. Flora and fauna whose natural environment is affected. As I told you that environmental groups or pressure groups are very important over here. They ask that please do not harm the environment when you are constructing new bridges or new dams or new roads, which is very difficult that you will be able to keep environment safe. Maybe in a few highly developed countries of the world it is possible, but in most of the world it is definitely not possible, or I would say that governments do not take care. In fact, by the civil engineering projects being built, they require a clean, unspoiled environment to live in, but their claims are indirect because they did not ask to be affected by the organization's project. Next one is what? Next one is people living a construction project. People living a construction project, whether housing or some other kind, who require a quiet, clean, and safe environment in which to live, but who may be adversely affected by either construction process or the finished assets, again likely to be indirect. So these are the factors which are considered, which are relevant with the stakeholder, and organization need to take care of these factors when they are incorporating or dealing with such type of projects. So this is the stakeholders and these are the concerns of the stakeholders. And we covered all the external factors which was the requirement of the commercial document. If in an exam you have 8 marks of question of like this and you attempt your 8 marks in this way, I am pretty much sure that you will be secure. You will be able to secure at least 75% of the marks, which means you will be able to secure 6 marks at least out of 8. So this is how, and people are getting very high marks in since last a few attempts in SBL. Why? Because they are increasing their strengths towards the writing skills. So you need to understand your writing skills or work on your writing skills, and as well as professional marks. You will definitely score somewhere at least in between 60 to 70 marks. And do participate in assignments and progress tests, which will be taken by us hopefully from the next week or from the start of the April. Anyone, any question?